So my goal with this Camaro was to build the cheapest but most fun car possible. And you're probably wondering, how do you do that in 2025 with all these prices? So I'm gonna show you. My goal for this car was to build the best car I could for under $5,000. That means all the body stuff, engine stuff, everything. And well, I got really close to that number. So I started searching. I went through Marketplace. I looked and looked for any type of car that would be good. I went through Mustangs, I went to BMWs, I went to every car you can think of, looking for a fun car that I can get for under $5,000, but then still have room to do a couple modifications to make it my car. And then, boom, there it was, the Camaro. Okay, yes, it's not perfect. The paint isn't great. Inside, there's a couple small things going on, but for the price of how much I got it for, it was a steal. So I'm gonna go over everything I've done to it and give you a cost breakdown. So first off, we're gonna start off with the headlights. Those were about 150 bucks. The hood, that was around $400. Big one, wheels and tires. I spent closer over $1,000 on those. We got the tint and everything, and then on the inside we got new seat covers, which were about 50 bucks, and then a new radio, another around $50. We got all the tint and all that stuff. That wasn't that expensive. We'll say about $20 for that. Now we're gonna get to the big thing, which is what's under the hood. So if we walk over here, open this up, we got this. So first off, it needed a new battery. The battery on it was shot. That one was expensive. That was about $200. Then we got the big thing, which you can't see, but it's a camshaft and lifters. Those were close to $1,000 for all of that stuff, lifters, all that. And then we got the new coils and wires. Those weren't that terribly bad, but for miscellaneous stuff, I'll say in the engine around another $400. Then back here again, I put new air shocks on it, and I put new springs on it. I still need to install the springs on here. You can see the fitment is not too pretty. Well, post-production me here, and well, I realized that I never said how much I actually bought the car for. So I bought the car for a grand total of $1,500. So that's all I wanted to say. Let's get back to the video. But after weeks and weeks of failing and troubleshooting, I got it done for $5,000. And there's so much more little things I want to do to it, like the paint. I want to wrap it and do different various things, but for $5,000, this thing is awesome. Now, was it worth spending $5,000 on this, or should I have just waited and got a V8 and spent close to $10,000? Well, yes, I think it is. For how I feel like it makes pretty decent power for it being a V6, but it's also a pretty sweet ride. It's got a cool body, and with wrap, I think it'll look pretty mean. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you want to continue to watch me build this car and modify it, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment for me down below, and make sure to subscribe. That's going to be everything for today's video. Give me suggestions for different videos and what you want to see. Peace.